So it's a kid named Lil James who got some YouTube fame doing skits and stuff like that. Caught his mom twerking on another YouTuber at a party. He starts crying. His mom don't even care that he crying. Like it. Let's go to Yeahimstacie for the video, man.
He made him cry by dancing with his mom.
So here you got this young mother, like most young mothers do, fighting it up wherever they go. And most people kind of gave a laugh at this because of James trying to be a little man, like, get off my mama. But then it gets really serious when he starts to cry. But what makes it even more sad is when you see his mother's reaction to him crying, which is none. Which is why I say these young mothers, it's like kids raising kids, man, because you have no sympathy for your son feeling some type of way that y'all just videotaped all of this and you acting like you acting, and you have no reaction for your son, no comfort, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But let's go back to Yeahimstacie for a couple of comments, man.
No one talks about how fast young boys have to become men, especially when raised by single moms.
Just think about how strong that was right there. Like, how many single mothers swear they don't need a man and this, that, and that. They don't need a baby father, right? But as a 10-year-old boy, Lil James has to step in and be the man of the house by showing his mother how to conduct herself properly as a woman in public, right? Why should him as a 10-year-old boy have to tell you to have some decorum when you out in front of people?
The amount of laughs compared to the amount of disgust I see in the quotes is exactly why I have very little to no hope for black children in single mother homes. If you can't see the classlessness in this video, then I can't help you.
This is when we have to go back to the stats. It says children thrive in homes that have a mother and a father present. If not those two, then just the father. They do the least well when it's just a woman. And as much as we love our single mothers who push through and make things happen, a lot of them don't get the detriment that they are also doing to the kids. Because like I say, in the comments, most of those single mothers are laughing at this. They don't find anything wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And when you can't really explain that to them, they don't really get it enough to see some of the problem that they're creating.
These same women will get on here and tell you men are the ones making them single moms and not their thought behavior. I hope Lil James is okay. This ish is disgusting.
That's 100% true. A lot of women will carry themselves like this. They'll dress titties out, booty out, all of that, right? Twerking all over the place. And if someone, they man or somebody that they dating, would so ask them to be like, hey, could you tone that down a little bit? You don't tell me what to do. You don't police my body and all of this. And you ain't my, right? You know what I'm saying? And so, okay. But the funny thing is, if the shoe were on the other foot, like they'll try to police your attention. Like if you giving too many hearts and likes and fire emojis to some other Instagram models on it, you know, then it's a problem. Like they, you know what I'm saying? But they don't see any problem with the attention that they are attracting as far as if it's disrespectful to the man or not, or to their family, their kids or not. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They're just selfish in the fact that this is how they want to carry themselves. And you shouldn't be able to tell them not to. And that's why you're single. Because the truth is, when you try to get into a relationship, this should be compromise in it. You should be able to tell your woman, cool out with all of that, as well as the woman should be able to tell her man, cool out with all of them googly eyes and all of that, right? But women see it more one-sided. Like, you better cool out with all the googly eyes but she should be able to still have her titties out and twerk on everybody, so.
And this lady says, prime example of a mother that hates being a mother. As you can see, the child didn't receive any comfort or attention to him being humiliated. Now he's crying. He holds his mother to a high regard. She doesn't hold herself to that same regard. Shameful, indubitably.
I believe this is partially true. I believe he holds her to a much higher standard than she holds herself. But I mean, that's why he obviously had to stop her from twerking all over the floor and doing all this stuff, right? But I'm not going to go as far as to say as that she don't, or is that she hate being a mother. I just think she don't know no better. Or she just want to remain in her ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us do this. A lot of us, they got the saying where it say, if you know better, you do better. And that's true, but to a very small extent. A lot of us know better as far as the things we should be doing in our lives to better it. But we don't do better. We just remain in our ignorant bliss because that's the place that's more fun. It's more comfortable for us there. You can turn up there, right? You know what I'm saying? So we remain in our ignorant bliss and do and act in this way. Whatever part of that it is for your life, right? So when you know better, you do better, but you have to get to that point. A lot of us know better for a long time, and then we start to do better. But I would say when you have kids, you got to kind of speed that process up. And I think this is why a lot of times kids will get your life on track. You know what I'm saying? But because they'll force some people, not many, because you can see society as a whole is terrible. But I'm just saying, some people close to me, I've seen kids personally change and alter their whole life and how they carry themselves and how they approach life, and just the intelligence and the tact that they now have, and the get up and go. Kids will better you in that way. But it's also a huge sector of parents where kids won't mean one thing or another to you. And that's her. They love the kids. They love that they're here. They love that they have children, but they don't want to necessarily do all the things that is needed to teach the child better. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we see a lot of young mothers teaching their daughters how to twerk in diapers, which is why we see a lot of young fathers teaching their sons how the whole gun culture, playing the music, the guns shoot you in the face. Like, this is why we see a lot of the repetitive, ignorant behavior that we're passing on from adult to children, because you got a lot of kids raising kids. And it ain't no slight to y'all. I mean, it is a slight, or it ain't a slight, however you want to take it. But I'm just saying that in the fact of, we got to do better. We got to do better. This is something that the women of the world don't see. The OnlyFans models of the world don't see. All the women, all the Instagram models online twerking it up and thotting it up every other minute. This is what y'all don't see as far as what y'all kids have to go through. And this is why I say, when that whole thing where a lot of us know better but won't do better, because these women know, they see their kids crying. They hear their kids asking them to stop wearing this and stop wearing that and stop twerking and doing this, that, and the other. But they ignore it because they want to remain in their turn-up phase. They want to remain in their sexy red phase, turning up at all times, where the needs of the child is not cared about. And they look just like this mother when she is paying him no attention because she's crying, because she would rather twerk instead. And it's like, what you don't realize is this has an adverse effect on your child when they got to go to school and deal with, not only they got to deal with this video, right? It's videoed and now it's on the internet, it's going viral. But they got friends at school that are constantly harassing them about their mother's behavior. And your mother, there's so many mothers out here that swear Instagram thotting is the only thing that they could possibly do in life to get a bag. And it's just not the truth. You know better. You know it's a lot more professions that you could get into. You know it's a lot more professional bags that you could get to. You just don't want to. You know better. You just don't want to do better. And why won't you sacrifice doing better for your child? And I don't have kids, so I'm not trying to be too preachy at y'all, but I'm just saying, come on. Like, we all know that we know better. I'm just saying as a whole, as a society as a whole, me included, I'm talking to all of us. Whatever it is in your life that you know you should be doing better at, it's about time that we start doing it. Because society is looking like it is going down the drain every day that we watch it on the internet. And me personally, I'm getting tired of it affecting the kids in the way that it's affecting them. But this is your boy P Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.